And Lord, we do thank you here for such a beautiful day for racing here at Paradise. Thank you for bringing us all here safely. Thank you for the great day of fellowship we've got with our racing family. Please bless all of our racers here today, all of our track officials, all of our families, all of our race fans here. Let everybody have a good, safe, enjoyable day here. Let everybody please get home safely so we can come back here and do it again. We thank you for the day, Lord. And please bless everything we do here. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Now please remain standing for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds stealing came through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
All right, final call to the grid. Semi-pro warm-up. If you're not there, you are about to miss it. We're about to put fire to the engines for class number 1 of the day.
Money in my free time, but I didn't want to go out and get a boring 9 to 5.
Rolling here on the Paradise Raceway, our first class of the day, set to do battle for our 15-lap main and semi-pro warm-up. On the pole, driving cart number 40, it's the PMP Speed Shop, Jonathan Cash prepared entry, Timothy Holmes Jr. from spot number 1. Kaylee Richardson, young lady driving cart number 20, will roll from the second spot. Going from third, Daniel Cole in the 629. From fourth will be Lane Rory in cart 71. And going from fifth, TJ Shellnut in the 003. Colin Richardson from sixth. Straightaway Clay Bellamy, cart 22 from seventh. Going from eighth, Alex Swearingen, cart 17. From ninth will be Justin Thompson in the 401. From 10th, Luke Bishop in cart 44. And rounding out your 11-cart field, starting shotgun in our first class of the day, going to be Dylan Dove driving cart number 1. Field will see the 1 to go signal. Will be set to go green this time around. Timothy Holmes Jr. will lead the 11 racer field. Our first main event of the day. 15 laps coming up. Holmes, Richardson, Cole at the front of the field off turn number 4. Flagman says it's good. Green is out. And Holmes going to lead them off into that first set of corners. The 40 holds the advantage down the back straightaway as they'll stack up off turn number 2. Top 5 breakaway here early. Down into turn 3 and 4. Same order as they qualified as we'll click off lap number 1. Looking at 3 wide down the front straightaway for that third spot. Rory going to make a move in cart 71. He'll pick up a spot. Let your top 2 streak out here just a bit. Holmes in the 40. Richardson in the 20. Keep your eyes on that 71 of Lane Rory. Made the early move up to third. That cart on the hunt as he'll close down the gap now to your leaders off turn 4. Richardson to the inside for the lead in turn 1, and we'll switch it for the first time. The 40 going to get sent up the hill. Holmes going to go from 1st to 5th. Now it's Kaylee Richardson by 10 cart lengths, and the battle's going to be for 2nd. Cole in the 629 going to shut the door on the 71. Lets that 20 scoot out even more. Kaylee Richardson gapping them here in main event number 1 of the day. Now the battle's going to be for 3rd. We got trouble off turn number 2. Holmes going to go around along with the 629 of Daniel Cole. We've got 2 carts involved off the top of turn 2. And they're going to keep this one green. Nope, as I say that, caution flag is out. Yellow flag on the speedway. That is not what the driver of that cart number 20 wanted to see. Kaylee Richardson had pretty much checked out in this one. That's going to bring the whole field right back to her here for the restart. It'll be Richardson, your leader. Lane Rory from 4th on the grid. Going to be 2nd here on the restart. TJ Shelnut from 5th to 3rd. How about Clay Bellamy started back in the 7th spot? He's worked his way up to 4th here. Dylan Dove from dead last on the field started back in spot number 11. He's cracked the top 5 here in the first half of this one. Another cart to keep your eyes on. That plain Jane white cart number 1, Dylan Dove making some moves from the back of the field. All right, the 629 of Cole and the 40 of Holmes going to be going tail end of the field here. And we'll see the 1 to go signal. Second main of the day, Junior 1 warm-up. Need you making your way down towards the grid. That will be a 12-lapper. All classes with 5 or less carts here today will go 12 laps. Good clean restart there. As we're off back into turn number 1, Richardson, Rory, and Shelnut at the front of the field. Here comes the 71. Lane Rory to the inside, and we'll have our 3rd leader of the race. Rory to the point off of turn number 4. Put Richardson back to 2nd. Now Richardson under more pressure into turn 1. Shelnut took a look. Now here comes Bellamy. Clay Bellamy and Dylan Dove hooked up to the inside. They'll go spots 3 and 4 down in turn 3. Bellamy from 7th. Dylan Dove from the back of the field from spot number 11. Could Dylan Dove go from worst to first here in our first main of the day, 11th to 4th, as we're coming down towards halfway this time? Rory, Richardson, Bellamy, Dove, and Shelnut 1 through 5. And you got the 629 of Cole, the 40 of Holmes trying to get back up into it here. Running back in that 6th and 7th spot. Little bit of a bobble for your leader there off of turn number 2. Richardson going to close that gap back down now. It's just about 2 cart lengths off turn number 4. As we're 10 laps in the books now, 5 laps to go in your first main of the day. Semi-pro warm-up getting down to it. Going to be 4 to go this time by Lane Rory from 4th on the grid, leading it with now 11 down, 4 to go. Kaylee Richardson still within striking distance. It would take just 1 slip from your leader, and Richardson would be there. Now just about a cart length back, and that cart number 20, Richardson, starting to close that gap down here late. She may just have enough for 1 more run at your leader. Here we come off turn number 4. 13 down. It's going to be 2 to go. Kaylee Richardson close enough to drive it down in there and get to that bumper. We'll see what happens here on the final lap. One more to settle it here in semi-pro warm-up. Lane Rory clean down the back straightaway in the 71 machine. Richardson not going to be able to get there, and it's going to be Lane Rory, cart number 71, taking your first checkered flag of the day, scoring it in semi-pro warm-up. Lane Rory, Kaylee Richardson, Clay Bellamy, Daniel Cole, and TJ Shelnut will be your top 5 finishers. So again, Lane Rory from 4th to 1st there, taking our first checkered flag of the afternoon in semi-pro warm-up. Next out again going to be a 12-lapper for Junior 1 warm-up. That'll be followed by Clone Heavy warm-up. Clone Heavy warm-up will be on the racetrack next. You guys need to start getting your carts ready. Again, a reminder, this one only going for 12 laps, so Clone Heavy's coming up quick here. It's going to be 4 carts going for 12 laps. Bo Smith driving cart number 55, 2-time pole winner here today at Paradise. We'll start from the top spot, going from 2nd. Walker Elliott in the 14E. Charlie Wingard in the 215 from 3rd, and Rhett Frazier in the 14 going to go for the 4th spot, and green flag is out. It's Bo Smith taking him off turn number 2, but under pressure. Here comes the 14E. Walker Elliott to the inside. We'll change it for the lead here on lap number 1. 1 lap, 2 leaders. Make it Walker Elliott here at the stripe. From 2nd on the grid, Elliott looking strong here early. Now with a 2-cart length advantage over your pole man. 2 of 12 complete this time by. Here comes Smith back to the back bumper. Looking back for the lead off into turn number 1. Smith is there off turn 2. Lets him know about it with the front bumper of that 55 machine. Letting that 14E know he's not going to cruise away with this one. Elliott and Smith now by a big gap over 3rd place Charlie Wingard, 4th place Rhett Frazier. And a spin off of turn number 4 back of the field. Rhett Frazier in trouble in cart number 14 after a single cart spin there. And that one's not going to be able to get back going. We will go caution. Yellow flag on the speedway. Just 3 laps complete as we're looking to go back green here. Walker Elliott, Bo Smith, Charlie Wingard, Rhett Frazier as they run. 3 down, 12 to go. And green flag back in the air and off into turn number 1 for that 3rd spot. Frazier to the inside, tried to make the move on the 215, and they're both going to be in trouble down here in 1 and 2. Frazier able to drive away in the 14. Looks like the track is clear, and now back for the lead. Into turn number 1 is Bo Smith back down low. And caution here once again. We got one of our young drivers not able to go here in turn 2. Looks like maybe frustrated with the driver of that 14. That was a bold move from Rhett Frazier there on the restart, trying to take that 3rd spot. And the 215 going to get the worst of it up here in turn 2. Hopefully they'll be able to get that one cranked back up. I don't think it was a hard hit over there. But they should be able to get that one pointed back in the right direction here. Bad news for Bo Smith. We do go back to the last completed green flag lap. That's going to have the 14E of Elliott back up front here. When we go for the restart, Elliott, Smith. It'll be Frazier 3rd. And the 215 Charlie Wingard able to drive away there in turn 2. And he'll rejoin the field. And green flag back in the air. Elliott towing him off of turn number 2 with Bo Smith right there in the tire tracks. Smith hard to the bumper off of turn number 4. They'll stay locked together there for the lead. Pulling away from the rest of them there. Elliott and Smith to battle it out here in Junior 1. Smith to the back bumper, got him loose, got the 14 up the hill, but he'll hold on to it. He'll hold the lead there. Walker Elliott now, biggest lead of the race we've seen, making about 4 kart lengths over Bo Smith. Black flag for the 215 of Charlie Wingard. Going to have to call this race early as the rest of the field going to see halfway. Elliott, Smith, and Frazier. Who's going to get here first? Another spin over here off of turn number 4. Rhett Frazier in trouble once again in this race as we got contact once again for the lead. Smith to the back bumper. Not shy to use the front bumper of that 55. Going to use all the racetrack down there in turn number 1. Bo Smith to the lead now. Walker Elliott up into the loose stuff there. Loses some ground to your leader. Now the 55 with a healthy advantage here. Bo Smith wheels the 55 off of turn number 4. He'll see the signal. 10 laps complete. 2 laps to go here. It'll be white flag this time by leaders off turn number 4. Bo Smith in the 55. Walker Elliott in the 14E not close enough to mount a charge. Delaware's Bo Smith off of turn number 4, kart 55, bringing it down to the checkered flag. He'll be your Junior 1 warm-up winner. Coming home second, going to be the 14E of Walker Elliott. Rhett Frazier in the 14 after a couple spins in that race. He'll be scored in your 3rd spot. All right, next main event on the racetrack, Clone Heavy warm-up. Need Clone Heavy warm-up making your way down to the grid. Rolling on the racetrack now, 16 carts strong for a 15-lap main here in Clone Heavy warm-up. Starting on the pole out of Snow Hill, Maryland. Driving the Chips Repair and Towing, Brian Bradford Racing back cart 048 will be Logan Chubb Shockley. Going from second out of Hepzibah, Georgia. Driving cart number 86 will be Dirty Money, Shay Chavis. Going from third spot out of Conway, South Carolina. Your pole sitter for the Ginger Owens Memorial here today. Starts third in this one. That's Cole Johnson driving cart 33. Going from fourth, driving cart 06 will be Daniel Simmons. And from fifth, the 811 of Chase Williamson. 6 through 10, Jason Scruggs, Cameron Lambert, Brayson Riddle, TJ Shellnut, and Justin McDonald. Going from 11th, going to be Cole Heward. From 12th, Jesse Rowdy Riggins. From 13th, Hunter Adams. From 14th, Jackson Lister. Timothy Holmes Jr., after his big ride in qualifying where he went up and over, got that cart put back together, he's going to start from 15th spot in this one. And then Tommy Barter, he was actually fastest in qualifying, was light at the scales. Looks like he's going to have a little scuff session here in the 119. Rolling off at the back of the field, it's Shockley from the front. Green flag in the air. Shockley strong off turn 2 with the lead. First time down the back. Chavis hard to the back bumper. Tries to move him up the hill. Shockley going to lead lap number 1. Chubb Shockley now by a cart length and a half off of turn number 2. Battle's going to be for second. Johnson takes a quick look to the inside of the 86. Not enough to get there down the back. He'll try him again down the front, this time with help. They'll take that spot off into turn number 1. Johnson to second. The 06 of Daniel Simmons now up into the top 3 here early. Cole Johnson going to flash to the inside of Chubb Shockley, and we'll have a new leader off of turn number 4. The 33 to the point now. Second leader of the race, Cole Fireball Johnson. Johnson slips off turn number 2. Here comes Shockley back down low for the lead. And that's going to cost the 33 dearly. Johnson back to the 5th spot, and Shockley back to the front now. Daniel Simmons to second. Could Daniel Simmons get up here and steal one here? He's to the back bumper of your leader now. Shockley, Simmons, Chavis, Williamson. And the 811 of Williamson, he's going to move Shay Chavis up out of the way for that 3rd spot. Williamson to 3rd, Johnson right there with him back to 4th. Brayson Riddle going to flash up into the top 5 for the first time in this one. And just like that, halfway signal in the air. Chubb Shockley by a cart length on Daniel Simmons, but watch those carts back in 3rd and 4th. They've got the 2 fastest carts on the racetrack right now. Chase Williamson and Cole Johnson. I don't know if they've got enough time to do it. And Shay Chavis, he's going to put it into reverse off of turn number 2. He's going to back it up to the pit area. Chavis going to be out of this one. And it's going to be down to these 5 carts here at the front of the field, and they're all bumper to bumper down in turn 3 and 4. Shockley, Simmons, Williamson, Johnson, and Brayson Riddle back there in 5th, looking to steal it in the 961. Simmons to the inside, 3rd leader of the race, Daniel Simmons now. Shockley going to get shuffled back to 4th. It's Simmons in the 06 now out front. Williamson to 2nd. Field off turn number 4, 13 down, 2 to go. Williamson about a cart length back of your leader through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be white flag. Great set of corners for Simmons. One more set of corners here for the 06. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Daniel Simmons. Simmons from 4th spot on the grid, scoring the Clone Heavy warm-up win. Chase Williamson, Cole Johnson, Chubb Shockley, and Brayson Riddle. That'll be your top 5 finishers for Clone Heavy warm-up. Junior 2 warm-up, looking for 2 of you down here to the grid. Next main event on the racetrack. And then rookie red plate will follow. Be getting ready. We got Junior 2 warm-up on track now for their 12-lap main event. We told you earlier in qualifying it takes 2 carts to make a race, and they may just put on a show for us. 11 thousandths of a second separated these two in qualifying. Declan Willis out of South Boston, Virginia from the pole in the 100, bringing him down to green. And a monster start for the 100. And he'll gap the 94 through the first set of corners, making a 5-cart length advantage for your leader, Declan Willis, off of turn 4. 1 lap complete. Chavis going to cut that lead right back down to nothing. He's there into turn 3. Now bumper to bumper with 2 of 12 complete. Still the 100 out front. Three in the books this time by Rookie Red Plate. Rookie Red Plate. We need you making your way to the grid. Next on the racetrack, Rookie Red Plate. All the 100 up the hill off of turn number 4. That's going to open the door. That's all Braden Chavis needed. New leader, cart number 94. Cross flags in the air this time around. Braden Chavis from second spot, leading him down to halfway. With 6 down and 6 to go, Chavis now starting to stretch it here just a bit. Cart length and a half now for your leader off turn number 4 as we're down to 5 to go. We'll see if Declan Willis can mount one more charge here. He's driving it hard off turn 4. Good set of corners for the 100. Willis looking back forward in turn number 1. He'll take it away. They'll swap it back for the lead, the 100. Your pole man back up here to the front of the field. Declan Willis now off of turn number 4 by a cart length. This one is not over. Here comes the 94 taking a look. Willis going to shut him down into turn 3. He's going to lead him off turn 4. 10 laps complete. 2 laps to go. The gap now about 1/2 cart length as they'll see white flag this time. Willis up the hill. Here comes the 94 of Chavis for the lead in turn number 1 here on the final lap. Chavis with a big look. Not enough to get there down in 1 and 2, and that's going to let the 100 scoot away here. Declan Willis off of turn number 4. Checkered flag. Taking it in Junior 2 warm-up. Declan Willis, your winner. Great race there from start to finish for those 2 youngsters. Declan Willis able to get here to the stripe first. Started up front, but it wasn't easy. 94 gave him pressure from start to finish there. Comes up just short in second. So again, Declan Willis for first. Braden Chavis was second in the 94. Coming up next on the racetrack will be our rookie red platers. We were scheduled for 2 today, and I believe we're only going to have 1 taking the racetrack here. Bladley Smith in the 77B going to be coming out here to take his laps, get his track time here today at Paradise Raceway. The other driver scheduled, Sawyer Chavis, he actually had a playing incident out here, we'll call it, on his bike earlier today. Bumped his noggin. Mama said no racing today. We'll see him back next week. Again, this is going to be young Bladley Smith and the rookie red platers coming out here. With 2 signups and 1 injury, that doesn't give us much of a race here. But we're definitely going to let Bladley get his track time here while we get our next class down here towards the grid. It's going to be stock super heavy warm-up next on the racetrack. Super heavy warm-up. Let's be making your way down. Super heavy warm-up. Well, we just told you how we were only going to have 1 cart. And look what we see coming off the grid here. I think we're going to have ourselves a race after all. I think they decided that driver's going to be good to go here, so Sawyer Chavis will be able to join the party here. We're going to woe Bladley Smith down, get this 86 caught up here, and we'll give him a real green flag and see ourselves a race here. Again, super heavy warm-up. You're next out. Need to be making your way towards the grid area. Stock super heavy warm-up. Green flag out here on our opening lap off of turn number 4. Bladley Smith going to lead lap number 1. Sawyer Chavis tucked in the tire and tracks about 1 kart length back, as will be 2 of 12 complete this time by. Chavis looking strong back there in second. Put that bumper to your leader, and immediately we see Smith lock down the bottom, down the back, but not going to be able to do it off turn 4. Here comes the 86 to the inside, and new leader in turn number 1. Sawyer Chavis off turn 4 with the advantage. Going to open it up now, about a 3 kart length gap for your leader. Bladley Smith wide off turn 4 that time, gives up a bunch of ground to your leader as we're 5 laps complete, going to be coming up towards halfway. 6 down, 6 to go for your red platers. Stock super heavy warm-up. Need you guys making your way down towards the grid. Next out, stock super heavy warm-up. '86 of Sawyer Chavis still pulling away from this one, as it looks like Bladley Smith hanging on with everything he's got back there in second these last couple times off turn 4. He's had himself a handful back there. Now less than 2 laps to go. White flag going to be flying for your leader this time off turn 4. Working a full straightaway advantage, young Sawyer Chavis off the 4th corner. Not doing too bad for somebody that wasn't even supposed to race this one. The last-minute decision said he was good. He's going to be even better here in about half a lap, because here comes the checkered flag for the driver of kart number 86, Sawyer Chavis, out of Hepzibah, Georgia. Going to be your red plate winner. Second at the stripe, the 77B of Bladley Smith. Stock super heavy warm-up needs you making your way down to the grid. Stock super heavy warm-up. We're looking for 10 karts for that 15-lap main. Super heavy warm-up. Next out, overdue.
Forgot.
Stock Super Heavy warm-up on the racetrack for their 15-lap main event, starting from the top spot, driving cart number 29 out of Lawsonville, North Carolina. Going to be Donnie Knoll going from second out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Brad Scruggs driving cart 18. Coltrane Palmer, cart 25, going to go from third. Ty Bennett in the 122 from fourth, and from fifth will be Austin Kennedy in cart 95. Wendell Chavis, Logan Tucker, Chris McGraw, AJ Pace, and Luke Bishop going to make your 10-cart field. And first attempt looks good. Green flag is out. Top four break away here early. The battle's going to be for second. That's Palmer to the inside, picking one up in turn 3. Coltrane Palmer to second. He'll bring the 122 of Ty Bennett with him up into the top 3, and that's going to let Donnie Knoll break out here early. That might be bad news for the rest of them. The veteran Donnie Knoll, with no pressure on the back bumper, can just focus on laying down good, consistent laps there. About a 6-7 cart length advantage for your leader as the battle's starting to heat up now for second. Good 3-cart battle for spots 2, 3, and 4. Here comes Ty Bennett down Logan to pick one up in turn number 1. Now up 2 spots on the grid. Started fourth. He runs second. As I say that, Ty Bennett up the hill, and he's going to give that right back up to the 18 of Scruggs. And all that back and forth, the best news in the world for Donnie Knoll, who's now out by about half a straightaway over the field. Disco Donnie, cart 29, lighting up the dance floor in his first main event of the day. Again, about a half a straightaway out front of Brad Scruggs. He has gone uncontested since the drop of the green flag here. Halfway signal this time. It's been all Donnie Knoll since we dropped green. Right now in second, it's Scruggs. Ty Bennett. Coltrane Palmer. Up into that 5th spot comes Logan Tucker. Logan Tucker started back in 7th. He's worked his way to 5th, now looking for 4th to the back bumper of that 25. 5 laps to go. Here comes Tucker to the inside. He'll take 4th spot away down in turn number 3. Palmer tried to cross him up, was not able to do it. He'll keep the 25 now back in 5th. All that still well behind leader Donnie Knoll as he'll click off another one out front off turn number 4. Now 12 laps complete here in the Super Heavy warm-up main. Donnie Knoll coming to the 2 to go signal, this time off turn number 4. Final time around, and Donnie Knoll wheels the 29 up off turn number 4. He's going to lead this one from start to finish. All 15 laps out front for Disco Donnie. And he'll take it in Super Heavy warm-up over Brad Scruggs, who comes home second. Ty Bennett in third. Good drive for Logan Tucker there from 7th to 4th in the 24. Coming home 5th going to be Coltrane Palmer in cart 25. Junior 3 warm-up. Need you making your way down to the grid. Junior 3 warm-up.
ass throw, dude.
I don't want to mention. That's because you're talking. Fuck you. Why is your hair blowing back next to yours? Contact you
Your
guys.
call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to
Yeah, that probably sounds good. Hey, is Ashley next to you? Never mind, she's calling me back. Hello? Yeah. Hey, they found Hannah's sister.
Really?
Yeah, she was murdered along with her son.
You say finally got answers.
I don't think they, I don't think he killed the son, but he killed the sister. I think the son is still alive, but he killed the girl, which is wild that they couldn't even kill her and then put them in the son. One of the guys I was in the army with, his wife's sister, they're from Beaver, South Carolina, and up near Sumter. And 2 years ago, she went missing.
Junior 3 warm-up. Let's get them down here to the grid. Next main event on track. Junior 3 warm-up. All right, going green flag racing here. Junior 3 warm-up. Going to be a 15-lapper. Kyler Keefe from the front off turn number 2, but he's got company. Big run there from your second place starter, Holden Myers. Keefe going to shut him down the back. Now the battle's going to be for second, and we got trouble down in turn 3. We've got 3 carts involved off the top side of the third corner. One cart high-sided up there on the berm. Caution flag on the speedway. No laps complete. No laps complete here. This will be our second attempt. Green flag back out. Again, it's going to be Kyler Keefe from the front off turn 2. Checking both shoulders down the straightaway there on our opening lap. And he'll slide wide off turn number 4. Now down to the inside. Going to come Holden Myers. Second leader of the race, Holden Myers, as Keefe going to get shuffled all the way to the back. Myers to the front. Braden Chavis to second. Looking to be our third leader of the race. Here comes the 94 to the inside. 2 laps complete. 3 leaders in this one. Braden Chavis now in the 94 out front. A little bit of contact there for the third spot as Lane Scruggs going to muscle his way up into contention. Now they're going to go side by side for fourth down the back straightaway. That's Declan Willis looking for more there. Declan Willis already a winner here today. Back there at about that 5th spot, and he's going to get turned around off turn number 2. Declan Willis with a 360 spin in the 100. Now going to pull it to a stop here back straightaway and caution. Green back out and already with 3 leaders in this race. Braden Chavis now here on the restart, your leader. Good set of corners for the 83. Lane Scruggs as he bears back down for the second spot here off of turn number 2 as they'll keep him single file. Scruggs with a look down the back straightaway, side by side into turn number 3, and he'll take that second spot, but up the hill off of turn number 4, and he'll give it right back up down the front. Myers going to wheel the 51 back up to the second spot. It's still the 94. Braden Chavis leading it and trying to pull away here. Chavis, Myers, Scruggs, Spanky Williamson, and Kyler Keefe trying to get back up here into the picture after he got shuffled all the way to the back from the pole. And we'll see halfway. Can anybody contend with that 94? Braden Chavis doesn't look like it so far. Here comes that 03 trying to pick up another spot in turn 1. He's buried back in that 5th spot now. He'll take 4th away as we'll switch it for 2nd. Scruggs with the crossover back off turn number 4. That's been a great race here these last few laps. The 83 of Scruggs. The 51 of Myers going back and forth for 2nd. That's going to bring Williamson and Keefe into the picture for that spot. More contact off turn 4 now. Scruggs going to get nerfed up the hill. Trying to find his way back down. He'll lose 3 spots off turn number 2. Myers to 2nd. Spanky Williamson up into the top 3 here. And then 0-1. Poleman Kyler Keefe back up to 4th. But I know not the race he was looking for after that big shuffle early. All right, off turn number 4, leader Braden Chavis down to 2 to go. Chavis has set sail. Nobody's going to get to the bumper of that one as long as he can hold on here for one more lap. White flag in the air this time by. Smooth off a 2 for the final time. The 94 down into the last set of corners. And off turn number 4, it will be Braden Chavis taking the checkered flag, scoring the win there in Junior 3 warm-up. 2nd, going to go to Holden Myers. Kyler Keefe able to rebound for a top 3 finish there in the 0-3 machine. Spanky Williamson going to come home 4th. Lane Scruggs will round out the top 5 in the 83. And coming up next, Hobby 400 warm-up. Looking for 5 of you. Should be down here to the grid. Semi-Pro Heavy and Pro Junior 1 be getting ready. $15 laps going to be the distance here for your Hobby 400 warm-up main event, starting from the pole, driving cart 20, Kaylee Richardson. Randy Boone in the 64 going from second spot. Brandon Stegall, cart 22 from third. Lane Rory in the 43 from fourth, and Blake Norton in the 215 from the fifth spot. Miss Kaylee Richardson towing him off turn 4, pins the bottom side, brings him down to the green. And it's Richardson through the first set of corners with the lead. Top 2 away early. Richardson in the 20 over Randy Moon in the 64. About a cart length and a half back. Now with 1 lap complete. Next race on track, Semi-Pro. Be making your way down towards the grid. Semi-Pro. Kaylee Richardson stretching it out. The battle's starting to be, I was going to say starting to heat up there for second spot. The 22 trying to bear down. But he'll take a slip off of turn 4 there. Going to give all that time right back up. So it's still Randy Moon second. Brandon Stegall third, and the 22 all behind. Cart number 20, Miss Kaylee Richardson still out front. We're now 5 laps complete. Folks, we are going to be taking about a 5-minute break after this class before we get our next one on the racetrack. 5 minutes after we wrap up Hobby 400. They're coming to halfway here. 8 laps in the books, 7 to go. It's been the Kaylee Richardson show since we dropped the green. Stretching that lead out lap after lap here. No contest to the back bumper of that 20. Still the 64, Randy Moon second. Brandon Stegall third. Blake Norton up 1 spot on the grid, now runs 4th. As we're going to be coming to 5 to go this time by. Hobby 400 warm-up coming to the white flag this time by. 1 more to settle it. And Kaylee Richardson still cruising away. Checks that shoulder just for good measure there off of turn 2. I think she just wanted to know just how big of a gap she had. Turned around off turn 4. I don't think she could believe it. Checkered flag in the air. We saw her check off turn 2. Then she looked off turn 4, was shaking her head. And can you believe this? Kaylee Richardson, half a straightaway out front of him at the checkered flag. Going to take the win over Randy Moon, coming home second. Brandon Stegall third. Blake Norton fourth. And Lane Rory out early in that one. Cart 43 will be scored 5th. So again, folks, we're going to take just about a 5-minute break before we get our next class on the racetrack. That's going to be semi-pro heavy. A couple of the drivers we just saw on the racetrack getting turned back around for this next class, so we are going to give you just a few minutes. Semi-pro heavy, be getting ready. Your main event is next. While we do have a couple minutes before that next class, we want to once again acknowledge our sponsors here for the 6th annual Ginger Owens Memorial. All these fine folks and companies making it happen here. Thanks to the folks at Armor Metals, 542 Solutions, Mince Motorsports, P&P Speed Shop, Maxxis Tires, the World Karting Association, Slim Fast, Todd Miller Racing Engines, Bennett Electric Services, Performance Lawn Care and Maintenance, also Ultramax Racing Chassis, MC Motorsports, Bubba's Karting Concepts, the folks at Sublimited for the beautiful custom suit that the winner's going to take home as we do every year for the Ginger Owens Memorial. And also Mr. Henry Morey with HBM Reaper Racing Tires putting up that contingency money for the highest 3 finishers on Reaper tires. 500, 300, and 200. Thank you to Henry Morey and HBM Reaper. All right, semi-pro going to be going here in just a few minutes. Need you guys to start making your way to the grid. Semi-pro warm-up. Correction, not warm-up. Semi-pro heavy. Semi-pro heavy. Let's get them ready. We need Semi-Pro Heavy making your way to the grid. Semi-Pro Heavy. Semi-Pro Heavy, you're overdoing the grid. We're firing the engines in less than 2 minutes. Just a reminder, folks, when you're done with your racing for the day, we need to get your transponders back down to registration where you picked them up from this morning. Already see a couple trailers headed there for the exit, so make sure you got your transponders turned in, please. Last call to the grid for Semi-Pro Heavy. They are cranking them up. Semi-Pro Heavy on the racetrack now. This one going to be our first 20-lapper of the day. Starting from the top spot, driving cart number 40, going to be Timothy Holmes Jr. Going from second, Daniel Cole in the 629. Dylan Dove, cart number 1, had a fast ride, came from the back of the field in his first class today. He's got a lot better starting spot in this one. Going to go from third in cart number 1. Kaylee Richardson, who we just saw in victory lane, going to roll from 4th spot in this one. Lane Rory, cart 71 from 5th. Green off turn 4, and we're underway. It's Holmes with the advantage off turn 2. First mover to the inside. That's Kaylee Richardson. She's going to pick up a spot in turn number 3, and we got contact there at the back of the field. 2 carts around. Caution flag out, no laps complete. Dylan Dove in cart number 1 going to get a piece of that as he's still stalled up here top of turn 4, along with cart 22. At the 22R of Colin Richardson, the other cart involved. And they should both be able to get back rolling here, rejoin their starting spots, as that was our first attempt. We'll get the one of Dylan Dove back up here to his 3rd starting spot. We should be just about ready to try him again here for our 2nd attempt. Pro Junior 1 need to be getting ready. You're next out on the racetrack. Pro Junior 1. Coming on attempt number 2 here, semi-pro heavy. Timothy Holmes crawled him down here to the restart zone. Now on the loud pedal in the 40. They'll stay with him. Off into turn number 1. Daniel Cole there. Just about a foot back of the bumper of that cart number 40. Off into turn number 3 and 4. Runs him clean. Looking to the inside off of turn number 4. Cole for the lead in turn number 1, and he'll take it away. Second leader of the race, Daniel Cole, to the point off of turn number 2. Holmes slips back to 2nd. Kaylee Richardson trying to fight him off there for 3rd. As Lane Rory in the 71 on the back bumper of that cart number 20, up 1 spot on the grid and looking for more here. The 40 machine starting to come to life. Timothy Holmes starting to cut that gap back down to your leader. He's there, back for the top spot into turn 1. Daniel Cole, Timothy Holmes, here comes Rory looking for 3rd. Took another big look on that 20, still not able to make that move happen. Holmes looking for the lead. The 629 throws a big block. Holmes to the back bumper. He'll root the 629 up the hill. Here comes Richardson now to 2nd. Daniel Cole chopped the 40 down the back straightaway the last time, and the 40 hard into the bumper when they got down to turn 3. That's going to put the 40 back up front. Richardson now to 2nd. Lane Rory to 3rd. Clay Bellamy from his 8th starting spot now runs 4th. And caution. We got caution. Yellow flag is out. Got to spin off the top of turn 4. Two carts involved here off the top of the 4th corner. And for the 2nd time this race, the 22R Colin Richardson going to find trouble, along with Daniel Cole, one of the drivers that was up there contending there just a moment ago. Both those drivers going to be sent tail here. Cart 629 looks to be okay. And I believe some right side damage on the 22R of Richardson, but he's going to roll back here for the restart as well. The Holmes, Richardson, Rory. And looks like we're trying to figure it out after that. Coming back towards the green flag here, and much like the initial start, that 40 going to crawl them here towards turn 3. And back underway. Watch them there for second. Richardson in the 20, Rory in the 71. They're going to be side by side off of turn 4. Here comes the 22 of Bellamy. Clay Bellamy to the inside. Going to get one in turn 1. Rory to second. Bellamy to third. We'll see if anybody can get to the back bumper of that cart number 40, Timothy Holmes Jr. Lane Rory looking strong back there. Started 5th. He runs 2nd. Now to the back bumper of your leader down the back into turn 3. Rory going to let him know he's there, as we'll see halfway. Lane Rory to the inside. New leader off of turn number 2, the 71 of Rory, as we'll stack them up here top 5 now. Rory, Holmes, Clay Bellamy in contention here. He runs 3rd. Kaylee Richardson still in the hunt in 4th, and here comes the 1 of Dove. Big look for the 22 into turn 3. Holmes going to shut him down. I know Lane Rory would love to see those guys back second on back. Get to battling here. Right now, single file is Bellamy going to apply pressure once again. Still not able to budge that 40 of Holmes, and not making much ground to your leader. Lane Rory still about 3 cart lengths to the bank for the driver on that cart number 71. Rory going to click off another lap up front here. Opens it up even more down the back over the 40 now. 5 to go signal this time by. We're 15 laps complete. Rory, Holmes, Bellamy, Richardson, and Dylan Dove as they run top 5 down the back into turn 3. Will be 16 complete this time by. Pro Junior 1. Pro Junior 1. Let's be making your way to the grid. It's race time. Pro Junior 1. Less than 3 to go now. Looks like the battle's going to be for second on back. The 71 still comfortable out front off of turn number 4. Lane Rory bringing them down to 2 to go. Bellamy looking for second on that 40, down in 3 and 4. Rory to the white flag with the lead. One more time around, we'll switch it for second. No concern for your leader. Lane Rory by 10 cart lengths off the final corner. Score for the driver of cart number 71 from 5th on the grid. Lane Rory going to be your semi-pro winner, with Clay Bellamy coming across in second. Good drive there from 8th to 2nd for the 22. The 40 of Holmes going to come home 3rd. The 20 of Richardson was 4th. And then the 1 of Dylan Dove and the 629 of Daniel Cole. The way we'll finish them up there for semi-pro. Junior 1 should be in the grid. Pro Junior 1. 12 laps going to be the distance here on Pro Junior 1. Bo Smith from the pole, card 55, bringing him down to green. Already a winner here today. Bo Smith down the back straightaway, strong with the lead here on lap number 1. Walker Elliott in the 14W, up a spot on the grid, up to second here with 1 lap complete. Rhett Frazier runs third, the 215. Charlie Wingard, he's faded back to fourth here early. Spin off turn number 4 for your third place card. Rhett Frazier going to nose it up into the outside barrier. And for the first time in this one, we'll see caution. Just 1 lap complete here. And no hard contact here off turn 4. Rhett Frazier going to look to be A-OK and able to rejoin. Next main event on track, Pro Clone Heavy. Pro Clone Heavy. Be getting ready. Pro Clone Heavy. So going back green here with just 1 lap in the books. Still pole man Bo Smith out front here. Walker Elliott, Charlie Wingard, Rhett Frazier behind the bumper, your leader. Bo Smith hadn't given it up yet, still leading it, looking to score his 2nd win of the day. Already took it in Junior 1 warm-up. He's got company, though. Here comes Elliott in the 14E. Bearing down for the lead here off of turn number 2. They've checked out from that 215 back in that 3rd spot. The 14 of Frazier in 4th. Looking like it's going to come down to these top 2 here. Bo Smith or Walker Elliott. Pro Clone Heavy, be getting your carts ready. You are next on track. Pro Clone Heavy. Pro Clone Heavy, it's coming up, guys. We're at halfway here for this Pro Junior 1 main. Been all Bo Smith so far. He's led all 7 of them. Not by much, though, and here comes the 14 of Elliott. Going to close it down again. Half a cart length now for the lead in turn number 1. Elliott took a peek down low, going to run out of racetrack. Ducks the 14 back in that 2nd spot. I think he had enough nose there to let that 55 know he was there into turn 1 that last time. Get the driver up front thinking just a little bit. Bo Smith has not been phased, though, still holding a pretty wheel up here at the front. That cart 55 still by a cart length and a half now off of turn 2. This time by 10 laps complete. 2 laps to go. And the closest battle on the racetrack, it is for the lead. Bo Smith has it. Walker Elliott looking to take it away here as we're off turn number 4. Smith wide, coming down to the white flag. Here comes Elliott. This one's not over, folks. Big run for Walker Elliott into turn number 1. But Smith going to open it up down the back. After a scare there, coming to the white flag. How about 2nd checkered flag of the day for Delaware's Bo Smith taking it in Pro Junior 1. Those folks may have just taken the longest trip of the weekend to race with us. And they will go home mighty happy, taking home 2 checkered flags here on the weekend, sweeping it in Junior 1 competition. Bo Smith leading that one from start to finish, all 15 laps out front. It'll be Bo Smith with the win. Walker Elliott 2nd. Charlie Wingard 3rd. And Rhett Frazier 4th in your Pro Junior 1 main. Coming on the racetrack now, going to be 15 carts for 20 laps and $1,000 to the winner of this one in Pro Clone Heavy. Starting from the top spot, the Matt Connell-backed 811 MC Motorsports machine of Chase Williamson. Going from second out of Conway, driving cart 33, Cole Johnson. Going from third out of Aner, driving the 119, going to be Tommy Barter. From fourth out of Hepzibah, Georgia, Shay Chavis in the 86. And from fifth, the 961, Brayson Riddle. 6 through 10, Chubb Shockley, Timothy Holmes, Daniel Simmons, Justin McDonald, and Jason Scruggs. Going from 11th, Cameron Lambert. From 12th, Jesse Riggins. From 13th, going to be Cole Heward. From 14th, Hunter Adams and Jackson Lister, cart 84 from the tail here. That'll be spot number 15. Again, this one paying $1,000 guaranteed to the winner. Pro Clone Heavy on the track. We need Pro Super Heavy to be getting ready. You will be next. Pro Super Heavy next out. Set for our first attempt here in the 20-lap, $1,000 to win. Pro Clone Heavy main, Chase Williamson. Low excitement, bringing him off turn 4, towing him down to green. Williamson off into turn number 1. He'll lead him for the first time off the first set of corners. Down the back straightaway, Chase Williamson, Cole Johnson, Tommy Barter, and Shay Chavis. Bumper to bumper off turn number 4. Chavis looking down low here. Took a look to the inside of Barter. Couldn't get there down the front. He'll look again down the back straightaway. Barter looks to defend. Shay Chavis to the inside. There's contact in turn 3. Barter up the hill on turn 4. Barter going to lose 6, 7, 8 spots off into turn 1. Tommy Barter now relegated to the back end of the top 10. It's still Chase Williamson over Cole Johnson here at the front. Chavis to third. Brayson Riddle to fourth. Chubb Shockley been showing speed all weekend here at Paradise, up into that fifth spot here early. Still Chase Williamson by a cart length here off of turn number 4 over Johnson. Chavis and Riddle back there in third. Chavis up the hill. Here comes Riddle down low. He'll take third off into turn 3. After a slip from the driver of that 86, Chavis going to give up 1 spot. Now back to 4th. Starting to stack up there, spots 3 through 6. As it stays the same up here at the front. Still 8-11 of Williamson over the 33 of Cole Johnson. Timothy Holmes going to get scooted up the hill off of turn 2 there. Here comes Jason Scruggs down low, picking up a spot. That was for spot number 6, and they'll watch them go side by side here for 4th. Shockley down low. Now with help from the 52, they'll go spots 4 and 5. Halfway with 10 down and now less than 10 to go for $1,000. It's been all Chase Williamson since we dropped the green. Shay Chavis still losing spots down the back straightaway into turn 3. Gets shuffled back towards the rear. Williamson opens up that advantage now, another kart length, about 2.5 now for the 811. Back to that 33 of Johnson. And a car to keep your eyes on. He may run out of laps here, but that 961 of Brayson Riddle just as fast as your leader here, if not just a tick better. I think it would take a slip or a little bit of racing here for these top two, and we haven't seen either yet. Coming down to 5 laps to go. Chase Williamson has gone uncontested since the drop of the green flag. He's felt no pressure there to the bumper. We'll see if Johnson has anything for him here as we're coming down to 4 to go this time by. Still Chase Williamson with the advantage, about 2 kart lengths over that 33 of Johnson. The gap has stayed about the same here for these last 5-6 laps. 18 complete this time by. Still smooth at the wheel for your leader, Chase Williamson. Less than 2 to go now. Looking to pick up the $1,000 payday here in Pro Clone Heavy. Williamson off of turn 4. White flag. Pro Clone Heavy going to go to Chase Williamson, bringing him off turn 4 to the checkered flag. And for $1,000, Pro Clone Heavy going to go to the Mac Connell crew. The 811, Chase Williamson over Cole Johnson. Brayson Riddle had a strong run there, brings it home in 3rd spot. It was Jason Scruggs coming home 4th. Tommy Bonner in the 119, finishing up your top 5 there for Pro Clone Heavy. Coming out next, Pro Super Heavy. Looking for 10 of you down here in the grid. That'll be followed by Hobby 400 and Pro Junior 2. So Pro Super Heavy, let's be getting them on down here. Pro Super Heavy rolling towards the green flag. This time by going to be 10 carts for 20 laps. $1,000 to the winner of this one. Disco Donnie Nall out of Lawsonville, North Carolina. Towing him off turn number 4. Big start for the 29. Nall going to gap him by a cart length off into turn number 1 as we're underway. Brad Scruggs, Coltrane Palmer, Wendell Chavis, and Ty Bennett as they run off turn number 4 with 1 lap complete. And if you were here earlier, you saw Disco Donnie dominate the first Pro Super race of the day for the warm-up. Oh, look at him down the front straightaway there, middle of the pack. A lot of rooting and gouging there for spots. Chavis going to get sent up the hill. Now Coltrane Palmer looking for a spot in turn 3. Dogfight there for about spots 3 through 8 is out front. It's still Donnie Nall over the 18 of Brad Scruggs. Scruggs is actually hanging closer than we saw anybody able to on that 29 in that first run of the day. Still about 4 or 5 cart lengths back of your leader, but running consistent here on the watch these last couple laps around. We know Brad Scruggs can get up on the wheel and win these big Pro Super Heavy races too. He'll cut about a cart length off here. Well, let's not give it to Donnie Nall just yet. Here comes Scruggs. Looking good here in the 18, back in that second spot as he'll cut it down just a bit more now. Make it 3 cart lengths for the lead off of turn number 2. I think another 2 or 3 laps, we're going to have ourselves a battle for the lead here. Still got Ty Bennett third. 24 of Logan Tucker started 6th. He runs 4th. Wendell Chavis has fought his way back up into 5th. Quick lap of the race last time by for Brad Scruggs back there in second as he'll cut another cart length off that lead. Make it just a cart length now off of turn number 4. The closest company Donnie Nall's had all day. 9 laps complete, going to be coming towards halfway this time at the stripe. $10 laps complete, 10 laps to go for $1,000 to win. Who's it going to be? Donnie Nall, Brad Scruggs, or could they just get to racing and bring the whole rest of the field into the picture here? 9 laps to go now, and Scruggs is there. Hunted the inside into 1 and 2 that time. No room to make a move on that 29. Actually going to open it back up for Nall now, about 2 cart lengths. Disco Donnie trying to hold on to it a little bit wide there off of turn 4. That's going to bring Scruggs right back into the picture here. Scruggs now in the tire tracks of the 29 down the back, hunting that lead into turn number 3 and 4. He'll drive it in hard. Stays with him off of turn number 4, but not enough to get to that bumper. It's still the 29. Donnie Nall off of turn number 2. Can Brad Scruggs make one more run at him here? Here he comes into turn number 3. Scruggs is there off of 4. Little bit of contact that time. Donnie Nall knows he's got the pressure. We have not seen him move his line, though. A lot of times when these guys get popped here late, they'll drop it down to the bottom. Donnie Nall still up on that fast line, trying to keep it out here at the front. Brad Scruggs looking for the run here, down the back into turn 3. Again, going to apply pressure to the back bumper. Still not able to move him. $17 laps complete. Going to be coming down to 2 laps to go for $1,000 to win. Who's it going to be? Donnie Nall or Brad Scruggs? Scruggs stays even with him down the back straightaway. This may be the shot into 3 and 4. Donnie Nall doesn't flinch, holds that lead off of turn number 2, and Scruggs going to have one more shot, one more set of corners. He'll get to the back bumper. He can't budge him, though. Donnie Nall to the start-finish line for all 20 laps out front, scoring the $1,000 payday. And Brad Scruggs going to come up to congratulate your winner. Great sportsmanship there for your top 2 finishers. Donnie Nall, Brad Scruggs. Then it was 122 of Bennett, the 24 of Tucker, 94 of Chavis, as we'll finish them up there 1 through 5 for Pro Super Heavy. Coming on the racetrack next, Hobby 400. Looking for 5 of you. All right, they're on the racetrack for the Hobby 400 main. 2 laps. We're going green with or without you guys. Need you on the racetrack if you're running. Hobby 400 going for a 15 lap, $500 to win. Main event, Kaylee Richardson just got herself on the racetrack here. Almost missed this one. Was able to make the call here. She'll bring them down to green in cart number 20, and it's Richardson with the lead first time off of turn 2. Randy Moon in the tire tracks. Cart 64 runs in that second spot as they'll gap the rest of the field, and we got one wide off of turn 4. That's the 43. Lane Rory giving up spots off turn 4. Now back to 5th as we're just 1 lap complete, and the top 2 have checked out here. Richardson and Moon now by about almost half a straightaway over Brandon Stegall back there in 3rd. And Randy Moon hunting that lead here in that cart 64. In their first race of the day, we saw Richardson able to check out here. Randy Moon looks like he may just have something here in the $500 race. Staying there with your leader, less than a cart length back now. 4 laps complete. Kaylee Richardson out front. Quick lap of the race last time around at a 13.083. As I say that, Randy Moon just a tick better there in that cart 64 as he'll close that gap back down for the lead. Moon in that 64 stays within a cart length of leader Kaylee Richardson. He's running just as clean as can be so far, has not put a bumper to her yet. But I know he didn't come here to run second, especially with that 500 on the line. There's the bumper. That's down the straightaway as Richardson was slow off of turn 2. And now Moon to the inside looking for the lead. Into turn number 1, we will have a new leader, Randy Moon, for the first time here today. Going to put the 64 out front. Leading the winners matters most here for the big payday in Hobby 400. Again, a guaranteed $500. Was a late addition to our schedule here for the weekend. And with 5 laps to go, Randy Moon trying to hold on, but don't count out that 20. Richardson, she's still there. Took a peek into turn number 1, runs out of racetrack. She'll keep it right there, just about a foot off the back bumper of that cart 64. Off of turn 4, Randy Moon has it. Kaylee Richardson trying to take it away here late. Richardson trying to drive back here to the front. She stays now about 1/2 cart length back of your leader. Randy Moon going to open up a lot of racetrack there off of turn number 4. Gave the 20 a chance. She does not take a look. She stays tucked there in second. $18 laps complete, less than 2 to go, and it's still Moon off into turn number 1. Richardson back there sizing up the back bumper of that 64. We'll watch him off turn number 4. Here comes the drive for the 20. Richardson looking down to the inside. What a move from the 20 there off of turn number 4. And in a last lap pass, Kaylee Richardson off into turn 3 and 4. Moon not going to be able to get back to her. It's going to be Kaylee Richardson to the stripe for $500. Set that one up perfect. I know she was watching that 64 go wide off of turn 4 those last couple laps before they were coming to the white. She floated that thing off into turn 3. Beautiful drive off of 4 to take the lead. She'll lead it from there to the checkered. Kaylee Richardson for $500. Your Hobby 400 winner. Folks, if you bought a 50-50 raffle ticket here today, get those tickets handy. After this next class, we're going to be drawing for our lucky winner, so make sure you have your tickets close by. Again, that to support Mr. James Moore. We thank all you folks for taking part in that here today. We'll draw for that lucky winner here after this next class coming on the racetrack before the modified main event. Pro Junior 2 getting ready to come out here next. That's going to be 2 carts. And then we'll have the Master of the Modifieds for $3,000 to win. Again, make sure you got your tickets handy. We'll be calling that lucky winner here after we throw the checkered flag here on Junior 2. This one going to go for 12 laps. Your Pro Junior 2 main. Just 2 drivers signed up here today. They've been putting on some good racing all weekend long, though all day long, I should say. Green flag. Declan Willis from the pole in the 100. Braden Chavis from second in the 94. Willis jumped out a bit there on the initial run. Chavis got that 94 up to speed now. Stays about a cart length back. 1 lap in the books. To complete now, Declan Willis got company off of turn number 2. Chavis looking for the lead for the first time in this one. Look down low down the back. Not enough run to get a nose there. He'll skate the front end of the 94 off of turn 4. Opens up that lead just a bit for the 100. But as I say, that Chavis right back to him. Using that draft to suck back to the back bumper of that 100. Now for the lead off of turn number 4. They're going to be side by side in the 94 to the point. Declan Willis took the 100 wide off of turn 4 that time, and that's going to cost him the lead. He'll go back to second. Now it's the 94 using all the racetrack and then some off turn 4. You can see that line painted off the top of turn 4, you folks at home on Sports Action TV. That's where the racetrack is supposed to stop, but you see they use all of it. They use every bit of real estate they can there to keep those carts wound up. Braden Chavis doing a masterful job up here at the front, still leading it by 2 or 3 cart lengths here over your pole man, Declan Willis. Again, this one going for just 12 laps. So we're getting down to it here. James Moore, master of the modifieds, for $3,000 to win. Next on the racetrack, we need those carts and drivers making your way down towards the grid. And we will stop the modified winner on the front stretch for an interview and pictures. So pit crews heads up. We'll be looking for the party out here front stretch after that main event for the winner. All right, coming down to it here, Pro Junior 2, 2 laps to go. Braden Chavis over Declan Willis. White flag flying here from the tower off of turn 4. One more lap to settle it. And Chavis smooth off of turn 2 for the last time into turn number 3 and 4. Scored in Pro Junior 2 for Hepzibah, Georgia's Braden Chavis in cart number 94. The No Worries Motorsports Camp going to take it in Pro Junior 2. Braden Chavis over the 100 of Declan Willis. All right, folks, get those 50-50 raffle tickets out. We're getting ready to draw for that lucky winner. And modified drivers, need you making your way down towards the grid. Master of the modified. Let's be making your way down.
Does it have any effects on it? It's like a prawn head. That's all. I just downloaded this app. I'm about to see what it's like in person.
Final call for 50-50 tickets. If you still want to buy a ticket, we're going to give you about 2 minutes to come up here in the main building, get yourself a ticket. If you want to get a couple more tickets, we're not going to argue with you about that either. Come on up here and get your tickets. We'll draw for a lucky winner before we fire these engines for the modifieds. Folks, if you're still looking to grab a bite to eat here this evening, the concessions are going to be shutting down here in just a few minutes. So last call for food down here at concessions. And also absolute last call for the 50-50 raffle. We're about to draw that lucky ticket. Need those masters of the modified drivers down here to the grid. And, folks, get your 50-50 raffle tickets out. Again, this money to support Mr. James Moore, longtime promoter of go-kart racing with the More Money Pro Series, put on those big kahuna races back in the day. I don't think he was able to be here with us this weekend, but we appreciate all you folks playing. And, Boomer, you got something to say here before we draw this ticket?
Hey, I really appreciate all you guys coming out. I know you had a lot of options to race this weekend, and we appreciate you guys coming out with us. James meant a lot to me. I've been racing with James and for a long time, and he's in a race for his life now, and we really appreciate these donations. All this money on the half for sure is going to him. So anyone that wins would like to donate back, it's going straight to James. So, again, thank all you guys for coming, and who knows, we might be back here sooner than everybody thinks. So appreciate you guys for coming.
All right, you heard it there, folks. All right, I see all the tickets here. Who's going to draw it? All right. I see the ticket being drawn right now. Ticket's coming to me. Lucky ticket number. Come see us in the building. 856-9634. 856-9634. You're our lucky winner. Come on up here and see us in the main building. 856-9634. $380 going to the lucky winner. Come on up here and see us. 856-9634. All right, we got our lucky winner up here. 8569634. I believe you were the last person to buy tickets. So that tells you something to everybody else out there. We gave you one more chance, and the last one to buy the tickets will get the envelope there. Again, $380. Thanks to everybody for playing and supporting Mr. James Moore. And if you like them loud and you like them fast, come on down here to the fence, getting ready to go here for the Masters of Modifieds. Mr. T.J. Shelnut taking the 50-50 raffle here today. Congratulations. This will be 20 laps straight. It's going to be $3,000 to the winner here for the Masters of the Modifieds. Starting from the pole out of Lake City, South Carolina, the MC Motorsports, Matt Connell prepared, kart 811. Mr. Low Excitement, Chase Williamson. Going from second spot here out of Snow Hill, Maryland. The Chips Repair and Towing, Brian Bradford Racing back, kart 048 is Chubb Shockley. Going from third spot, Justin McDonald, kart 24. From fourth will be Cole Johnson, kart 33. And from fifth on the grid, keep your eyes on him, the 119 of Tommy Barter. Brayson Riddle with the 122 from sixth. Jesse Rowdy Riggins from seventh. Dirty Money Shay Chavis going to go from the 8th spot. From 9th will be Brad Scruggs in kart 18. And the UFO machine, Hunter Adams, going to go from 10th. From 11th spot, the youngster straightaway Clay Bellamy in kart 22. From 12th will be Preston Streetman in the 18P. 13th on the grid for Daniel Simmons in the 0. Colin Richardson, kart 22R from 14th spot. And Cameron Lambert from the back of the field. After issues post-tech and qualifying, he'll go from spot 15 on the grid. Again, no breaks in this one. This one will go for 20 straight, barring a caution. And we'll talk to our winner down here on the front stretch after this one. The Master of the Modified, set to go green. Pick you want to ride with them. Here we go. $3,000 to the winner. 20 laps from now. Williamson, Shockley, and McDonald. And we're green flag off turn 2 for the first time. Williamson going to defend down the straightaway. He'll snake him down in turn 3. Shockley to the back bumper. Shockley going to move him up the hill. 3 wide for the lead down the front off into turn 1. Shockley to the point, the 24 of McDonald going to come to second. And caution, we got yellow flag for a spin off turn 2. 1 lap complete. So we did get 1 lap complete there, so that's going to have the 048 of Shockley as your leader. When we go back green, we'll get them switched back up here at the front. When we get back to it here, Chubb Shockley, Chase Williamson, Justin McDonald, Cole Johnson, Tommy Barter. Your contenders up here at the front of the field. Brayson Riddle sitting 6th, Jesse Riggins 7th. Shay Chavis going to be 8th here for the restart. Chubb Shockley been strong in modified and open competition these last couple seasons. Almost took home that big O last year. He'll lead him back to green and launch away in the 048 off into the first set of corners. Opens up a 4 kart length gap over Williamson here on the restart. clean to complete lap number 2. Shockley, Williamson, McDonald. Then stacking up for spots 4, 5, and 6. That's Johnson, Bauder, and Brayson Riddle in the 122 looking to make moves here. Cole Johnson to the inside for third off into turn number 1. That's going to move the 24 McDonald up the hill. Justin McDonald going to lose 4 spots now. It's Cole Johnson to third, Tommy Bauder to fourth, and the 122 Brayson Riddle now up into the top 5. For the lead, Chase Williamson starting to close that gap down on that 0.48 of Shockley. Took him a few laps to get that 8.11 up to speed, but looks like right now a little bit better than your leader. Shockley slow off of turn 2. Here comes the 8.11, closing it down here for the lead off of turn number 4. Williamson going to make it look easy to the inside, to the point in the 8.11. Williamson to the point now, is looking to scoot away. Shockley back to second. Cole Johnson runs third. Brayson Riddle strong here. He's pulling up to the back bumper of Johnson, looking for that third spot. Started back in 6th. If he could get around that 33, Brayson Riddle may just have a shot at it here. Catching him one thing, getting around him something completely different. He's finding that out now. Still hadn't been able to make that move on Johnson. As it stays Williamson, Shockley, Johnson, Riddle, and Tommy Bauder there in 5th as we'll click off another one. Here comes Cole Johnson for second with help now. It's Johnson to the inside. Riddle going to take third now. Riddle going to look to the inside for second off turn 4. Riddle again with the look into turn 3. A little bit of contact between Riddle and Johnson. Jesse Riggins going to be out of this one. Slows in the 51 machine as will stay green. And now a big lead for the 8.11. Chase Williamson. Looking to take home another big payday this weekend here at Paradise Raceway by 12 kart lengths now over the 122 of Brayson Riddle. $14 laps complete, coming down to 5 laps to go. This time off turn number 4. Williamson checks the shoulder. He knows the gap he's got now. He knows all he's got to do is hold on for 5 more laps. If the driver can hold on, if the power plant can hold on, if the wheels don't fall off, I think Chase Williamson looking pretty good for this one. Now down to less than 4 to go. Best battles for spot number 3 between Cole Johnson and 33, Tommy Bauder in the 119. All well behind your leaders, Chase Williamson, still with a commanding 15 kart length advantage for the Matt Connell backed 8.11, towing him off turn number 4, down to 2 to go. Final time down through turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag in sight for $3,000 as he'll skate it down to the start-finish line. Low excitement, Chase Williamson. Going to lead all 20 there. Going to take... No, he didn't lead all 20. Shockley led for a bit of that one. Chase Williamson, though, he led most of it. I can tell you that. Chase Williamson taking the win here as he's going to park it down here front stretch, and we'll grab a word with our winner. Already got his crew down here on the front stretch. Got the checkered flag and the check. I thought we would get some pictures. We'll talk to you first. Chase Williamson, man, you started up front here in this one. Y'all shook it up there early. Then we had that caution there early where, looked like it was going to be a little different on the restart, but they put Shockley back up there at the front. You're able to go right back to the point, though, man. You cruised on away from there. Big old $3,000 check. That's got to feel pretty good here today.
Oh yeah, Matt had it right again. It was driving itself just about. First couple laps got hit right there. Chubb's trying to get me out of the way, but I'm glad I got to get second because I was going to do the same thing back to him. But I mean, he got a good jump on me, and I was able to reel him in, and he got loose getting into 3, and I was able to capitalize. And during that, if I knew if I hit my marks, that'd be good. Dawson was telling me I was getting bigger, and they were getting smaller and smaller behind me. So I mean, at that point, it's just running practice laps.
Yeah, I saw you turn around with about 5 to go, and I said, man, if he doesn't completely fall out the seat or the wheels don't fall off this thing, I think he's feeling pretty good. You saw you had about 12 or 15 kart lanes there when you came down to 5 to go.
Yeah, it was just a good race. I want to thank Charger Racing Chassis, Fro Daddy and Roy Whaley, first off, for the badass motor. Matt, Red, Dawson, my mom. Hold on. Let me think about this. Wendell Chavis at Armor Metals. No Worries Motorsports. Andrew, Miss Jessica, they do a lot for me. Boomer at Charger Racing Chassis. Just a pleasure to be back in Victory Lane.
All right, congratulations. We're going to let you get over there, get the pictures with all those people you just thanked. Mr. Chase Williamson out of Lake City, South Carolina, taking it for $3,000 for the Master of the Modifieds. The James Moore Master of the Modifieds. Thanks to you folks for being here this weekend for that. And again, thanks to you folks that played in the 50-50 raffle to support Mr. James. We have 2 classes left to go for racing here this evening. Pro Junior 3 going out next. That's going to be a 20-lap main event. Should have you guys making your way towards the grid. And our final main event of the evening, the Ginger Owens Memorial for 2025, the 6th annual for $3,000 as well. You guys need to be getting ready. With just 2 classes left to go here today, if you're not in one of those 2 classes, we should have your transponder back there and here to registration. So make sure you got it off the cart, get it turned back in before you take off here for the evening. Our last junior main event of the day coming on track now for 20 laps. Going to be Pro Junior 3. Braden Chavis looking to pick up another checkered flag here today. The No Worries Motorsports. Armor Metals back to cart number 94. Out of Hepzibah, Georgia, going to go from the top spot. Holden Myers, cart 51, going to go from second. Kyler Keefe in cart 03, going to go from that third spot. Spanky Williamson from fourth in cart 01. And from fifth, going to be Declan Willis in the 100. Then Dylan Wise, Lane Scruggs, Wyatt Scott, and Eric Hewitt will be your 9-cart starting field here in Pro Junior 3. The 2025 Ginger Owens Memorial coming up next on the racetrack for $3,000 to win. Drivers and crews, be getting your carts ready. Braden Chavis bringing them down for our first attempt. They look good off of turn 4. Green flag is out. Chavis off turn 2 with the advantage for the first time. They'll keep them single file off of turn 4 in this one with 1 complete. Chavis by a cart length off of turn number 2. Holden Myers runs second. Kyler Keefe with a big slide off turn number 4. Keefe going to lose 4 spots down the front straightaway in that cart 03. He was up in that third spot and now finds himself all the way back in spot number 7 and still losing ground there. Something to miss on that 03 of Kyler Keefe now has faded to the back of the field. Out front, here comes Holden Myers making a bid here for spot number 1, pulling up towards the back bumper of Chavis. Four laps completing this one, and the battle's on for the lead. Myers is there to the back bumper of the 94 now. Runs in the tire tracks off of turn number 4, does not make a move yet. Don't count out that 01 Spanky Williamson having another strong drive here today. Williamson going to eat into that lead down the back straightaway. 01 just launched off of turn 2 that last time. Here it comes, folks, about to make it a 3-cart show here at the front. Spanky Williamson back in that third spot, cart 01. Contact there for the lead off of turn number 2. Chavis was slow, and Myers hard to the bumper. The order stays the same. Still the 94 up here at the point. Oh, your second place man wide down the back straightaway. Holden Myers almost up into the fence there, and I don't think he ever lifted. Yanks that 51 back on the racetrack, only lost 1 spot. So now 10 complete, less than 10 to go. Braden Chavis out front. Here comes Spanky Williamson. Williamson to second and looking for more. Williamson to about 3 cart lengths to your leader. And after the off-road excursion there for Holden Myers, he's still in contention there in that third spot. Look for Myers in that 01 maybe to hook up to try to make work there of your leader. 3 carts under a blanket now off of turn 4. Chavis, Williamson, and Myers for the lead here. We may just have a 4-cart race for the finish. Keep your eyes on that 83 of Scruggs back there. He's making some big inroads here these last couple laps. Got that gap down to within 10 cart lengths there for that battle for the lead. $14 laps now complete. Going to be coming towards 5 laps to go. Chavis, Williamson, and the 51 of Myers. 15 complete, 5 to go. Williamson with a big run down the back straightaway. He'll cut into that lead for Braden Chavis. Lap traffic ahead for your leaders off turn 4. They'll flare to the inside. They'll clear that lap traffic off of turn number 2. Spanky Williamson hopping up in the seat trying to get every ounce of speed out of that 01 to have a shot at the bumper of that 94. He's to within a cart length and a half now for the lead. but it's still Braden Chavis leading the way off of turn 4. 18 complete. It'll be white flag this time off of turn number 4. Braden Chavis leading the way in the 94 machine. Bumper to bumper for second off into turn 1. Chavis smooth down into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. And Pro Junior 3 going to go to the 94. Braden Chavis taking the win with Spanky Williamson bringing it home second. Holden Myers third. 83 of Lane Scruggs was fourth. And Declan Willis in the 100. Top 5 finishers there for Pro Junior 3. Again, if you're done with your racing here for the day, if you don't have a cart now in this last class getting ready to go, let's get those transponders back down here to registration, please. Field for the 2025 Ginger Owens Memorial. We need you to start making your way down here to the grid. Last main event of the day. Guys, if you want to scuff here after this last race, we will have the racetrack open for scuffing. We will not be cutting the lights on those, so just as long as we got sunshine, just as long as we can see out here, we're going to let you guys scuff. All right, Ginger Owens Memorial main event drivers, need you making your way down here towards the grid.
This Call of Duty clips are wild.
Last call to the grid for the Ginger Owens Memorial. We've got them fired up. You guys are about to miss it. When we roll them out here on the racetrack, we've got 2 laps of parade. We're going green flag with or without you. We don't want to leave you. We know you guys didn't come here to watch the grid today. We need you down here if you're racing. Absolute final call for the Ginger Owens Memorial. Race time for 30 laps for $3,000. See who's going to be the 6th Ginger Owens Memorial winner. We've run this race 5 years. We've had 5 different winners. And you heard from the man that starts out front, Cole Johnson, after qualifying. He's run second 4 out of the 5 years, and this one never been able to take the checkered flag. Looking to change that here today. So we got them trickling into the back of the grid. I think we're still looking for a couple. Again, this race has been run for 5 years. We've had 5 different winners. We've got 2 former winners of this race rolling off in the field here. 2019 winner Jason Scruggs will go from 10th spot. 2020 winner Shay Chavis, he'll start from the 5th spot. Other winners of this race, Austin Yarbrough took it in 2021. Ethan Endicott down at Daytona back in 2022. And Daniel Armstrong the last run into this race in 2023. If you folks remember, this race was pushed off from 2024, so I think they're calling this one. I think we'll call this one the 2024 run-in. Sounds good to us. It's the sixth one, we can tell you that. All right, here we go. 18 of them, getting ready to go for 30 laps. And before we go green flag racing and in remembrance of Miss Ginger Owens, we're going to line them up 4 wide here. The 4 wide salute to Miss Ginger. To you folks that are here to be part of it here this weekend. We thank you folks so much for coming out here to Paradise on short notice and being part of this special day. We remember Miss Gingers. We got them on the parade lap now. Miss Ginger Owens gave a lot of herself to racing as a whole in this region for a whole lot of years, and she did it all. She scored, she promoted, she owned the racetrack, added a lot to the sport. We lost her back in 2019. This is the 6th run into this race. One of her best friends in the world, Miss Savannah Mintz, getting everybody together, putting on the show here every year. We appreciate all she does, too, to get everybody on board with this. All of our drivers, everybody here, all of our sponsors who we've told you about throughout the day. We're getting ready to line them up now, give you your starting lineup for your final main event of the day. $3,000 on the line for the 2025 Ginger Owens Memorial. It's going to be Cole Fireball Johnson wheeling the 33 machine out of Conway, South Carolina. He's run second 4 out of 5 years in this race, starting from the best spot, the best view of them all, spot number 1. There in cart 33, going from second. Out of Snow Hill, Maryland. He was strong here today in the modified race. We'll see what he's got here in the clone. Chubb Shockley, the Brian Bradford racing machine, from second on the grid. From third spot, we just saw him do it to him in the modifieds, driving the 811 Matt Connell machine. Chase Williamson going from fourth. Never count him out, especially here at Paradise Raceway. I think he'd won more money here at Paradise than just about anybody. Tommy Bauder out of Aner in the 119 and going from fifth out of Hepzibah, Georgia. Back behind the wheel of his familiar cart number 86, the Baby Blue Machine, Shay Chavis, going from fifth spot. Here we go, 30 laps, $3,000. The 2025 Ginger Owens Memorial is off into turn number 1 in a big lead for Johnson. Cole Johnson going to gap him there on the start by 4 cart lengths into turn 3 and 4. Strong first lap for your leader, Cole Johnson. Came for second in turn number 1. Chase Williamson going to make a quick move. He'll bring Tommy Bauder to third. Shay Chavis to fourth. Now the 40 machine. Timothy Holmes Jr. up into fifth. Early on with now 2 laps complete. Shay Chavis hunting back there in that 4 spot. Gave Tommy Bauder a boot coming off of turn 2 that time. Nobody contends with that 33 yet, Chase. All right, Cole Johnson. Johnson by 2 cart lengths over Chase Williamson, who checks that shoulder, sees Tommy Bauder back there lurking in third. Jay Chavis fourth, Timothy Holmes fifth. You got Daniel Simmons 6th, Brayson Riddle, Jason Scruggs. Chubb Shockley's faded back to the 9th spot now after his strong qualifying effort. Not the race Chubb Shockley been looking for so far as he's faded to mid-pack. It's still pole man Cole Johnson leading the way in car 33. Change for that 4th spot, Timothy Holmes. Keep your eyes on him. In that 40 machine, he'll pick up another one. Tommy Botter around Chase Williamson. Another spot up for the 119 machine. Botter now to 2nd and looking towards the back bumper of your leader. Botter looks like he may have the cart to beat. Here he comes to the back bumper. Looking to be our 2nd leader of the race. The first time the 33 has felt pressure. Botter to the inside with a big dive into turn 3. Johnson going to have to let him go. New leader Tommy Botter now cart length and a half over Johnson, your pole man. He's back to 2nd. Timothy Holmes Jr. closing down on both of them there in that cart number 40. And he's had himself a rough day. That's not even the body they started with on that cart. That cart was up and over in qualifying earlier. Tough driver behind the wheel there, back in the saddle, runs in that 3rd spot, and he's closing ground to the back bumper now in that cart 33. That'll be for 2nd. Cross flags in the air this time by. We're 15 in the books. We've got 15 to go. Tommy Botter pulls another half cart length off of turn 2 that time. Johnson not able to match the 119 right here at the halfway point. And it's Botter now by 4 cart lengths off of turn number 2. Got to spin off the top side of turn 2. 1 cart involved. Already gets it turned around and will stay green. Tommy Botter, Cole Johnson. Timothy Holmes, Chase Williamson, and Jason Scruggs, the 5th former winner of this race. Started deep. Worked up to the top 5 here in the closing half of this one, but it's all Tommy Botter. The 119 now about 6-7 cart lengths out front. 20 down, 10 laps to go. And can you believe it, folks? Cole Johnson. What spot's he in? Same spot he's run 4 out of 5 years in this race. Spot number 2. Could it be 5 or 6? Your pole man back to 2nd. Looks like he's not going to be able to contend for that spot. He may have to fend off that 40, though. Timothy Holmes looking to get up a little bit further in the pay window here, back in that 3rd spot, looking at the back bumper of that 33. Tommy Botter cruises away, now over a 10 cart length advantage for the 119. Out of not far down the road, Ainer, South Carolina native. Wheeling the Tony Gaylord backed 119 machine. They are a threat to win any weekend they show up. Told me earlier they showed up 5 weekends this year. They've won $42,000 racing together. Looking to pick up another $3,000 check here today at Paradise. Tommy Botter now by 15 cart lengths on the field is checked out. Holmes up to 2nd, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. He's going to run out of laps here. We're getting down to it. Two to go signal this time from the tower. 28 laps complete. Botter looking to cruise at home here. The 119 down to the white one more time around. From fourth spot on the grid, Tommy Barter dominates the second half of this one. Down to the checkered flag. He'll be your 2025 Ginger Owens Memorial winner. 6 years of this race, 6 different winners. Tommy Barter going to add his name to the list of winners for the Ginger Owens Memorial. He's going to pull it on down here to the front stretch. We're going to get the 119 crew out here for some pictures. And we're going to talk to our winner, Mr. Tommy Barter, here in just a moment. All right, the victory lap complete. The driver getting up out of the cart here. Got the man that prepares it down here in victory lane with him, Mr. Terry Odom, down here to give his congratulations. Tommy Barter from fourth spot, man. It took you a few laps to get there, but I saw you early. I said, man, he's got a cart that can hunt. I know you guys always do here at Paradise Raceway, and it was no question there from about halfway on, you know, barring a caution, man. You were cruising away. Looks like y'all saved your best stuff for last, man. You can pick up the big check, most importantly. Remembrance of Miss Ginger Owens. We got Savannah down here. We got the hardware down here. So a really special day here today, Tommy. Tell us a little bit about your race and these people you'd like to thank here this weekend.
I knew whenever we went out earlier in that class we got DQ'd in for being light. He put something on there that's pretty good. He always says the best for last, no matter how bad we are. We always find it in a pro race. I just kind of tried to buy my time there. I didn't know if it was 30 or 40 laps, so I knew I had to go. So I seen an opportunity and played out in our favor, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it was just riding there from about halfway on, and I know you've taken a lot of checker flags here at Paradise, and you guys come for the payday. But man, this one is real special because Ginger was real special to this sport. I was telling the folks while y'all were doing the parade laps that you know she did it all from working up in the scoring tower. You know, she promoted racetracks. She owned racetracks for a while, and you know she gave a lot to the sport. We've actually got her daughter. She's all the way in Oklahoma. She's right there on the phone checking it out. So here's your winner, Tommy Barter here, and just thank you folks for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. We've run this race for 6 years now. We got 6 different winners, man. You get to add your name to that list. That's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, so it ain't always about the money. It's about what the underlying cause is, I guess.
You got a cool suit coming to you as well. They give out a suit to the winner of this one. You know that?
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be coming to you. All right, we're going to let you come on down here to Victory Lane. We got your people down here. We got the hardware coming down here for the winner, Mr. Tommy Barter. I told you when they show up, they're definitely going to be in contention for those big checks. They got the big one here this weekend, $3,000 there for the Ginger Owens Memorial for 2025 as we'll wrap up our day of racing here at Paradise Raceway. Their winner, Tommy Barter, down here on the front stretch, going to get the Victory Lane picture here. Again, thanks to all you folks for coming up here to Paradise this weekend. Coming up, coming down, wherever you came from. We thank you for doing it on short notice. Thank you to the folks at Paradise for being ready to have us here this weekend. Thanks to Terry Odom and the track crew for getting it in tip-top shape for us. Thanks to all you racers, you fans, you families, everybody that made it happen here this weekend, all of our sponsors. Couldn't keep doing it without you folks. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, please remember to check your carts before you pack them up in the trailer. Make sure we get those transponders back down here to registration if you would. Appreciate you folks that have brought them back up here so far. Hope everybody enjoyed your weekend here with us at Paradise Raceway. Please, please, please be safe going home, whether you're staying here tonight, headed home in the morning, whatever you're doing. We hope you get home safely. We'll see you back here, and we'll do it again very soon.